And welcome to the Met Park Sports Center for this fourth and final quarterfinal matchup, knockout quarterfinal matchup in the 25 under division of the National Developmental Sports League Basketball Series 2025. Match at hand, we've got the St. Clair College of Caloocan going up against the Emilio Aguinaldo College. Joel Parcon bringing you the action for this and our last game later on. And this will be a 2 versus 3 matchup in Group B. For the St. Clair Saints, they will need to start strong and not get into the habit of relaxing too much because of how dominant they can be. Both teams are actually at 2-2 in this tournament. Meanwhile, the Emilio Aguinaldo College Generals will need to draw out whoever the interior defense will be from the St. Clair College. Of course, St. Clair have two foreign student athletes in Moses Mandiria and Babacar Endong. So it will be a challenge for them to get anything inside the paint. As we will now turn you over to our venue announcer, Gio Cruz, to start the hostilities.
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Basketball action continues here at the Met Park Sports Center here in Pasay City. This is Ndsl Basketball Series 25 under division quarterfinals. Do or die ball game featuring the St. Clair Saints and the EAC Generals. Now let us meet the starters first for the St. Clair Saints. Starting guard number 0, Justin Bautista. Also at guard number 4, Rich Montel. At forward number 13, Charles Burgos. Other forward number 23, Greg Acosta. And at center number 57, Babacar and Paul. The coach of the St. Saints is Tino Malanza. And now let us meet the starters for the EAC Generals. Starting guard number 11, Harvey Ray. Also at guard number 31, MJ Ray. And forward number 32, Edward Montes. Also at forward number 41, Kyle Brand. And at center number 13, Jeffrey Luna. The coach of the EAC Generals is Noy Kaplan. Officiating these ball games, crew chief Jerry Borja. Number 1, Irving Gonzaga. And number 2, Jason Bautista. This is Ndsl Basketball Series Second Conference Quarterfinals.
As we are just about ready to start this first quarter, for the St. Clair Saints, you've got Bautista and Montejo at the backcourt, Burgos and Acosta at the wings, and Babacar Andong starting at center. Meanwhile, for the EAC Generals, you've got Harvey and MJ Raimundo at guards, Mundas and Buen at forwards, and Jedrick Luna, the man in the middle. As a foul is immediately called on Jedrick Luna trying to contain Babacar Endong. Babacar Endong averaging 11 rebounds and 3.5 blocks for the Saints. Meanwhile, that shot is no good for Justin Bautista. And that's a steal. Burgos going up. The layup is in. Coach Genino Manansala on one side and Coach Noy Catalan on the other. Here are the Generals. No look backdoor play, but that is foiled by Charles Burgos. Let's take another look at what happened there. The block. Recovering in time was Charles Burgos. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Buen. It's a steal. Bautista. He's got 4 teammates, but he will take it himself. Basket is good, plus a foul. The Generals need to get organized here. They're a little out of sorts. Justin Bautista makes good on the bonus. Here's Harvey Raimundo. Being harassed by Montejo. This is MJ Raimundo. And foul is called on Drick Acosta.
14 on the shot clock.
This is NCAA versus NCRAA in Naasku. And Dong with a rebound. His first probably of many. Burgos up, no good. Harvey Raimundo gets it to MJ. The shot is up and in. MJ Raimundo and Harvey Raimundo, the top two scorers for the Generals. They got a steal. It's Harvey's turn, no good. Drick Acosta with a rebound. Gets it to Montejo. Score is 5-2, 3-point lead for the Saints. Here's Acosta to Bautista up top. Going off the pine is Montejo, and Dong asking for it. They need to take a shot. Bautista, no good. That was a hurried shot because he only had 1 second to put it up.
Those challenge made on is St. Louis Saints on the last advance play. Both teams are voids of South Harbor, Mexico.
And there's a challenge.
In front of the respective benches.
The score is currently 5-2 in favor of the Saints. Six minutes and 47 seconds. So 6 minutes and 47 seconds to go. Ball will go back to the St. Clair Saints. And that was Justin Bautista immediately calling for that challenge. They know how important it is to start strong. That's why they're making sure that these calls they are in their favor early in the ball game. Acosta triggering the inbound to Andong. Here's Montejo. Screen from Burgos. Acosta was not expecting the pass. He had not yet come out from the screen of Ndong. Here's Harvey Raimundo. Gives it up to Mundas. Luna. Backdoor play, too strong on the pass. And it will go back to St. Clair. And Drick Acosta calling for the pinky play. And here's Ndong This is actually his best offensive method, attacking the basket. He's taller than most players, but he is a face front player. But of course, he can still score underneath the basket. Medyo mabagal ang scoring natin dito. Palapit na tayo sa 5 minuto dito sa unang yugto. 7 puntos pa lang ang naitatala ng St. Clair Saints. Samantalang itong Emilio Aguinaldo College Generals, dalawa pa lang. Ayun. Dinagdagan na ni Buen. Ndong. Posting up. Makes easy work of the defense of Jedrick Luna. Luna will have his hands full against Ndong, and later on if Mandiria also plays. Here's Burgos all the way, no good. Raimundo. Tumundas. Buen pushes off a bit, goes up for the jumper, no good. Rebound goes to Burgos. Montejo. Bautista asking for it. Oh, gets it to Acosta. And Acosta asking Ndong to come to the front court. As a foul is called on Edmund Mundas. That will be his second, so he stays on the floor. It's Harvey Raimundo who checks out. Timeout is called on the floor by the St. Clair Saints. They're up 9-4. We'll be back. And the St. Clair Saints, multi-year champion of NASCU, are currently up 9-4 in this ball game. 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Elevator play for Acosta. Yes, sir! Good after timeout play there, drawn up by Coach Ginino Manansala. Oh, and that will be a backcourt violation for Adam Doria.
14 on the shot.
Drick Acosta calling out the play. Substitution comes in for the Generals. That's Rodonel Campana. No good on the corner three, but it will stay with the white shirts. Montejo is the point guard for the Saints. Acosta from the corner, no good. Campana, change of pace, they get it around. Baseline, and Dong got the steal, but it went out of bounds as another timeout is called. The score is 12-4, 8-point lead for the Saints. We'll be back. And we have fans. I believe these are fans of the Emilio Aguinaldo College Generals. Natakpan lang ng ating referee. Hindi masyadong matagal yung ating pagkita ng ating mga fans. Pero kung fan kayo ng basketball, you can always come here. It's free admission to catch some exciting basketball action at the Met Park Sports Center in Pasay. Pwede yun. Manood muna kayo ng basketball dito. Tapos mamaya pagkatapos, daan na kayo sa mall. Either yung mall nila dito sa Met Park or pwede na rin kayong tumuloy hanggang sa Mall of Asia. As Moses Mandiria has checked in, it's a completely new five for Coach Ginino. Here are the Generals. Campana. Over to Doria. That's twice he's lost the ball off of his foot. Mejos is fouled and will go to the line for two. Clint Manzano on the floor. Alongside Moses Mandiria, Eusebio, Dumangkas, and JB Lim. Meanwhile, for the Generals, it's Mejos, Doria, Campana. You got Pardonsalan, and one player I don't have the name of. Here's Doria, easy layup. Cuts that lead down to 5, 12-7. Here's Manzano, gives it back to JP Lim. Off the pine, Dumangkas for three, too strong. Rebound went to Mundas. Here's Doria, wanted a step through, no good, nowhere there. That's Mejos once again, gets another foul called on the Saints. And it's not on the frame, but Babacar Endong giving additional instructions to his teammates. You don't usually see that it's the foreign student athlete being vocal. But Babacar Endong, considered a veteran already in Philippine amateur basketball. And he is a mainstay of these St. Clair Saints. There's the press by the Generals, easily broken. And that's a slam by Moses Mandiria. Dumangkas, seeing the opportunity there, just threw it up for Mandiria. And Mandiria bothered that shot. Lim, no looked it to Mandiria, but I don't think Mandiria was expecting it either. And from the corner, that's Soy Escobedo. Campana getting a screen from Pardonsalan. Doria with a jumper, that's in. Adam Doria averages 12 points on 47% field goal shooting, and JB Lim beats the buzzer with that layup to give the St. Clair Saints a 7-point lead, 9-point lead, 19-10 at the end of one quarter. Let's take one last look at that alley-oop play. Dumangkas connecting with Moses Mandiria. We'll be back for the second quarter. This is the NDSL Basketball Series 2025. Start of the second quarter. It's a 9-point lead for the St. Clair Saints. The EAC Generals will need to move a little bit faster here in the second quarter. Adam Doria had some good moments in that first. That drop pass is off JB Lim. No looks to Dumangkas. Extra pass to Clint Manzano. And here's Moses Mandiria. Campana does not want to challenge the defense of Mandiria. Corner three from Doria, no good. Here's JB Lim. Dumangkas for three. Off. That's saved by Escobedo, but it falls into the hands of a general. Campana, kick out. Pardonsalan for three. Off left. And it will go back to the Saints. Couple of substitutions. For the Generals. Here's Manzano up top. Escobedo for three. Too strong. Rebound goes to Doria. Ball with the hands of MJ. They kick it out. Doria from the 4-point line. Bounces out. Mandiria just holds that ball up high above everyone. Lim calling for the stack screen. Here's Dumangkas. They're trying to get Escobedo free. The option isn't there. Mandiria being harassed. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Escobedo is blocked. And the defense of AAC there holds up. Of EAC holds up. MJ Raimundo kicks it out. Here's the attack. Oh, there's a foul before that. Before Mundas lost the ball. Escobedo called for the foul.
14 on the shot.
Here's Bangked with the basket from up top. Sorry, Baniked. JB Lim kicks it out. Jumper is no good, but a foul will be called on Jedrick Luna.
Foul number 13, Jedrick Luna, his second. Substitution. 14 on the shot clock.
14 seconds on the shot clock. Dumangkas will step out. Drick Acosta back in. They move it around. Drick Acosta. Mandiria asking for the ball. 4 seconds on the clock. Lim needs to put it up. And not in time. .6:45 to go here in the second quarter. 9-point lead for the Saints. Ball is tipped off of the foot of that was an EAC player, but it is still live. And basket is up and in for Mundas, plus a foul. Stephen Hardinico, Lee Desabel, and Babacar Endong checking back in the game. And that ball will still stay with St. Clair. Oh, JB Lim couldn't hold on to the ball.
Substitution.
And Harvey Raimundo has checked back into the game for the Generals. Triggering the inbound, General Baniked. MJ Raimundo. A couple of steps in from three. No good. There's a nice hedge, but MJ Raimundo finding a teammate. Hindi nga lang makapag-convert. Etong si Mundas. Good screen by Desabel. Bone cruncher there. Put back, still nothing going. MJ Raimundo pushing it up to Harvey. Asking for the ball down low. Spin. And it's on the floor. So Baniked will not get two shots.
3 on St. Clair Saints. 14 on the shot clock.
14 seconds of the shot clock of the Generals. MJ Raimundo, his shot has not been going in. He's 1 out of 4 now. Here's Desabel. 6 seconds to go. Acosta, floater, no good. Desabel hustling for that ball. Montejo gets closer, still too strong on his jumper. And that will be a foul on Babacar Endong. Pushing in on MJ Raimundo as he was dribbling in.
18 on the shot clock.
Low scoring half right now. 3 is being hoisted up, no good. From the corner, Hardinico does not take it. Here's Endong, slips, gets through, blocked, but on the other end, Rich Montejo with a shot. And that's a steal by Montejo. Harvey Raimundo asking for a foul there. Drake Acosta gets into rhythm. Gives it over to Montejo. Yes, sir! And the EAC Generals will call a timeout. It's now a 12-point lead, 26-14. We'll be back. And we're back here. It's a 12-point lead for the for the St. Clair Saints. EAC Generals trying to get some points together. And Babacar Ndong loses it to the baseline once again. It will stay with the Generals as Kyle Buen checks back into the game for Stephen Texon. And all three referees calling that foul. Wala na sigurong takas yun. Lahat na ng tatlo nakita yung foul eh. So Harvey Raimundo will go to the line. Harvey Raimundo averaging 17.7 points, 4 rebounds, and 6.7 assists, plus 4.3 steals. And he plays 75% of the minutes. So that's 30.7 minutes per game for Harvey Raimundo. Lee Ndsl back to Acosta. 10 seconds on their shot clock. Montejo. Play is still developing with 2 seconds to go. Taking too long are the Saints in putting in their place. Oh! He was a little too deep, but MJ Raimundo made things happen. Andong asking for the ball inside. Gives it up to Ndsl. Good read by Babacar Andong, knowing that a double or triple team was immediately going to go to him. Good read as well by Lee Ndsl, cutting. As that is a foul on Rich Montejo. JB Lim checking back into the game. First one goes in for Harvey Raimundo. Two for two. Cuts that lead down to 8. Lim. Shot is up, no good for Hardinico. Here's Harvey Raimundo against JB Lim. Nice drop pass, hindi nga lang mai-convert on the second try. That's good for Edmund Mundas. Foul will be on Babacar Ndong. Ito, lumalapit na ang EAC Generals. And the good-natured Babacar Ndong talking with our referees, just making sure that he understood the call, because that will help him calibrate how he will move later on. Nice pass from JB Lim from Burgos. Sorry, to Burgos for the conversion there. Score is 30-22, 8-point lead for the St. Clair Saints. 95 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
Shot clock is at 4 seconds. 4 seconds to shoot.
4 seconds to shoot for the EAC Generals. They wanted another opportunistic play. Hardinico up ahead, loses the dribble. MJ Raimundo to Harvey. He will stop and get it off the bank. Alavergel Meneses. That lead is still at 6. Here's Ndong. Goes in. Too strong on the layup. Show of sportsmanship there. That was Mundas helping up Babacar Ndong. Hardinico will shoot a 3. No. Rebound going to Burgos, and he is blocked by Mundas. MJ Raimundo to Harvey. Harvey going baseline. He is thwarted by Babacar Ndong. 33 seconds to go here in the quarter. JB Lim wants to manufacture something. Gets it underneath Bautista. Blocked and fouled by Mundas.
Foul number 32, Edwin Mundas, his third personal foul. 2 free throws for Justin.
2 free throws for Justin Bautista. 21 seconds to go in the quarter. First one goes in. And there is a free throw violation. Ball will go to the Generals. Last shot time, unless St. Clair has anything to say about it. They will hold. Here's Harvey. Two-man game. Kick out and goes back to Harvey for 3. Too strong. Burgos with a rebound, and that's it for the first half. The score is 31-24. It's a 7-point lead for the St. Clair Saints over the EAC Generals. And just when you thought the Saints were gonna just go marching in, the Generals roared back into action. As we take a look at the move of the game, that is the alley-oop from Dumangkas to Mandiria. That is our move of the half. We'll be back for the second half. This is the Ndsl Basketball Series 2025. as we start the second half of this ball game between the St. Clair Saints and the EAC Generals. In that first half, the Saints dominated the paint, scoring 20 to 10 by the Generals. Both teams not shooting at a particularly good clip. 37.1 for the Saints, 30 for the Generals. And it was the three-pointers of the Saints that got them this lead. Meanwhile, the Generals got 6 out of 10 free throws to keep themselves in it. Leading the way for the Saints, it was basically a very distributed scoring. Rich Montejo top scoring for them with 5 points. And for the Generals, it was Harvey Raimundo with 6. We're glad that you could join us here for this quarterfinals matchup. The last knockout quarterfinals matchup in the 25 under division. As that's a bailout three from Harvey Raimundo. Also, sorry, that was just a two-pointer. Cutting that lead down to 6. 31 to 26. And good swarming defense there by the Generals. Here's Raimundo from 3. Short. Rebound goes to Burgos. Bautista off and running. Ndong asking for it. Kick out. JB Lim for 3. Off the back iron and in! That's a lucky bounce if I ever saw one. MJ Raimundo. Over to Harvey. Mundas asking for it. And whistle is blown. Drick Acosta called for the foul. Mo Mandiria checking in for Babacar Ndong. Doria for 3, short. And referees need to confer. And they will call a jump ball. And since possession arrow is pointing in the EAC General's direction, they will retain possession. MJ Raimundo to Doria for the jumper. That's in. So hindi nakakalayo dito ang St. Clair. 6 lang ang kanilang lamang. Here's Burgos. Gives it up to Acosta. Step back 3 for JB Lim. No good. Mo Mandiria wanted to pluck it from above the head of Mundas. But here's MJ Raimundo with a basket. That lead is down to 4. The Generals advancing, storming back here. 8 seconds on the shot clock of the Saints. Burgos has to put this up. No good. Good box out by Mundas. Harvey Raimundo. And that is a baseline jumper from Buen, no good. And on the rebound, there's a foul. Mundas called for the foul there. Clint Manzano and Escobedo checking in, along with Bondok. Almost stolen by Raimundo there. You have to remember he does average 4.3 steals. And JP Lim will check out. Rich Montejo checking back in. Bondok triggering the inbound. Gives it to Mandiria, being harassed by Sealy. Good harassing defense by that's Shannon Sealy. Harvey Raimundo gets a screen from Buen. Second one from Sealy. Gets it to MJ. MJ hangs in the air and draws a foul. Foul will be on Clint Manzano. No good on the first. Zero for two from MJ Raimundo. Here's Manzano. Gives it up to Escobedo. Bondok. Back to Escobedo. 8 seconds on their clock. Mandiria shoots it up. Hurried shot there. Here's Harvey Raimundo is blocked by Escobedo. Good chase down there by Escobedo. Soy Escobedo. He's saying, I am. Here's MJ Raimundo. The jumper no good. Buen trails the loose ball. Gives it up to Adam Doria. Doria trying to shake off Mandiria. Loose ball scramble. Picked up by Escobedo. And here's agawang buko ang nangyayari ngayon, mga kaibigan. Here's Manzano. That ball is a little wet, I think. From all the sweat, from all of that scramble. Mandiria hoists it up and in! Plus a foul. Let's take another look. Escobedo able to give it to Mandiria, who just puts it above his and everyone else's head, throws it in, and gets the basket. Plus a foul. Too strong on the bonus free throw though. Here's MJ Raimundo. Buen with a jumper. No. And that's Mandiria erasing that shot. Burgos unable to save that ball in time. And Buen will check out. Luna back in. Raimundo gives it up to MJ. Sealy with an offensive rebound. There's a little bit more fight from the Generals in this quarter. Sealy, he's got 4 seconds to shoot. No good. Rebound goes to Burgos. Montejo bringing down the ball. Montejo from 4-point land. Short. And whistle is blown. Foul will be called on Jedrick Luna as a timeout is called on the floor. 6-point lead in favor of the Saints. 3 minutes and 48 to go. We'll be back. the score is 36 point lead for the St. Clair Saints here at the Met Park Sports Center. We're glad that you're here, that you're watching us wherever you're streaming it, either on the Facebook page of Nudge Plus or the National Developmental Sports League Basketball Series or the YouTube channel of Nudge Plus. We hope you're enjoying this game, the last knockout quarterfinals match for the 25 under division between St. Clair and the EAC Generals. Campana has checked into the game for the Generals. Sealy gives it up to MJ Raimundo, being guarded by Burgos. Sealy kicks it out once again. Campana to the corner. MJ Raimundo, no, but they get the rebound. That is Luna underneath. Here's Clint Manzano. They swing it around. Here, and it's turned over back to the Generals. Campana for three. No. Up ahead is Mandiria, but Bondok did not see him. Acosta for three. Yes, sir. Sealy looking to attack the perimeter defense of Mandiria, opts against it. Foul is called there. Three-man substitution. Manzano, Mandiria, and Bondok will check out. Checking in are Endong, Burgos, and Bautista. Campana, backdoor play to MJ. No good. Broken up. Stolen by Bautista. Drake Acosta, he hit one early on the opposite wing. Gets it to Endong. Endong, the short hook is stripped. Running back down court. Here's MJ Raimundo. Jumper, yes, sir. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's a 5-point lead for the Saints. Montejo up against Campana. Here's Burgos over to Acosta. Endong. They swing it around. Bautista with the ball. Bautista fakes, fires, and makes it. That lead is back up to 7, 41-34. Here's MJ Raimundo again, a jumper from the mid-range, no good. And that is a foul. Oh, it's assessed as an unsportsmanlike foul because the wrist of Sean Sealy hit the head of Justin Bautista. Our referees reviewing that play. There you go. 1 minute and 9 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 7-point lead for the Saints. And our referees about to announced. It is an unsportsmanlike foul on Sean Seeley.
On review, unsportsmanlike foul on number 42, Shannon Seeley. Falls under grade 3 and number 2. That's his first personal foul.
Shannon Seeley will have to sit down for 3 minutes. So that will be 1 minute and 9 seconds of this third quarter. And 1 minute and 51 seconds. Bautista. 1 out of 2 from the free throw line.
On the shot clock.
14 on the shot clock for the Saints. They have an 8-point lead. Acosta for 3. Yes, sir. That's his second in this quarter. MJ Raimundo. He has been good for the Generals in this quarter. Buen loses the ball. And Bautista throwing it out of bounds off of Buen. That is no good for the Generals. And Dong asking for it, hustling for it, unable to recover, loses it to the sideline. He was already off balance as the ball was heading to him, and he just couldn't recover in time.
Ball number 4, Rich Montero, his fourth personal foul. Penalty.
It's already a.
2 free throws for the
Both teams are already in the penalty. And Harvey Raimundo getting the first. Two for two for Harvey Raimundo, cutting that lead down to 9. .1 seconds to go. Indong, he will bring the ball down, and that is a basket and a foul. Babacar Indong. Best when he is facing the basket.
Foul number 32, Edwin Mudas.
And Mundas is called for his 5th foul. And we're only in the third quarter. Seeley already being penalized to sit out for the last 1 minute and 9 seconds of this third quarter, and the first 1 minute and 51 seconds of the fourth. And Ndong finds the floor once again. Another collision there. Bodies flying. Buen is called for the foul. JB Lim still down on the floor. Let's take another look at what happened. It's a 12-point lead for the St. Clair Saints. 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Another review of the previous play. So here's the official announcement. It is a foul. A regular foul on Buen. So JB Lim will shoot 2 free throws. Oh, because this is a mandatory substitution because JB Lim was on the floor for quite some time. And Dumangkas good on the second. Lead is now up to 14. 13 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Harvey Raimundo. And that is a foul on Dumangkas.
Ball number 75, Ian Dumangkas, his first penalty. 2 free throws for
Harvey Raimundo at the line once again. Second one doesn't go. Here's Ndong. Still has enough time, but ball is stripped. And that is the clock at the end of the third quarter. Score is 50-37, a 13-point lead in favor of the St. Clair Saints. Let's take another look at what. And we will be back for the fourth quarter. This is the National Developmental Sports League 2025 Basketball Series. As we're just about ready to start the fourth quarter, we'd like to take this moment to thank our sponsors, Diag Movement, Spalding, Don Benitos, Finn Cotton, Fresh Kicks, our media partner, Basketball Republic, and our broadcast partner, Notch Plus. Fourth quarter action. The Saints are up by 13, 50-37. As an offensive foul is called on JB Lim.
Offensive foul number 18, JB Lim, his second. First foul.
Harvey Raimundo. Here's Doria, back to Raimundo. Gets a screen from Luna. Buen goes inside, and that's swatted away by Babacar Ndong.
Shot clock is at 8 seconds. 8 seconds to shoot.
8 seconds to shoot for the Generals. Doria, no good. And foul is called on Bautista.
Justin Bautista, his first. 2 on St. Clair Saints. 14 on the shot clock.
Here's MJ Raimundo from the free throw line, too strong. Bautista comes up with it. JB Lim bringing down the ball. A minute gone by here in the fourth quarter. Ndong goes up to pick it up. Lim, 8 seconds on their shot clock. Attacking Burgos, and the layup goes in. Harvey Raimundo met by Ndong. Ball stolen by Justin Bautista. Here's JB Lim. Gets a screen. Nice navigation there by JB Lim after the screen. Gets it back. Then Dong! With a two-handed slam. Here's Harvey Raimundo with the layup. Smooth moves from Harvey. JB Lim able to fish for a foul there. Let's take another look at that monster slam by Babacar Ndong. Beautifully set up as well by JB Lim. Here's Ndong against Luna. Ndong wants it, gives it up to Bautista, and then looks at the referee for a whistle. Doria receives the ball, gives it back to the corner. Mejos bounces out. And foul will be called on Justin Bautista. Babacar and Ndong thought the ball was going back to their side. Timeout called by the EAC Generals. They're down by 17 all of a sudden. We'll be back. And we're back here at the Met Park Sports Center. Joel Parcon bringing you the action of this knockout quarterfinals match between the St. Clair Saints and the EAC Generals. The St. Clair Saints have raced to a 17-point lead, 56-39. Here's Doria. Wanted to get it to Luna. Here Bautista on the run. All the way in for a layup. Doria steps back for three. Yes, sir! 16-point lead for the Saints. Oh, that's a foul on Doria.
Over 0 on the Doria, his first. 2 on EAC Generals.
Drick Acosta triggering the inbound. Here's Ndong. Goes inside. No. And that's Mejos probably getting a wayward hit from Ndong. Bautista telling the Saints to slow down a bit. Ndong asking for it.
Substitution. So it's going to be Luis Montero in on the side.
Four-man substitution.
And Angelo
Babacar Ndong will check out along with Burgos, Bautista, and Lim.
on the shot clock.
Acosta staying in the game. Along with Parinas, Montejo, Manzano, and Escobedo. Montejo na libre dahil nag-backpedal si Campana. Pero mintis naman yung kanyang tres. Here's Campana, gives it up to Luna. Doria with the ball against Acosta. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Campana shoots the three. Yes, sir. They will need a little more of that. They missed all 12 attempts from outside in the first 3 quarters, have made 2 here in this fourth. Here's Campana. Gives it up to Doria. Doria goes inside, gets it to Luna underneath. Yes! That lead is down to 11. And that prompts Coach Ginino Manansala to nice screen. The screen of Montejo on Doria and Campana failed to switch. So, libreng-libre si Clint Manzano to go in for the layup. Another turnover here, Escobedo. Goes up for the layup. And that's in. I am Escobedo. Luna, handoff to Doria. Doria with a jumper. Goes out. Foul will be called on Jedrick Luna.
Holding foul number 13, Jedrick Luna, his fourth personal foul.
Oh, Coach Janino holding off on bringing back Babacar Ndong and Justin Bautista. Seeing that the squad on the floor was able to arrest the run of the Generals. Escobedo up against Doria. Gets it in time to Acosta. Acosta against MJ Raimundo. Acosta goes inside, drops it off. And that is a basket for Parinas.
Ball number 13, Jedrick Luna. Jedrick Luna, 4 fouls.
And Luna will graduate with 5 fouls. Luna finishes with 4 points, 3 rebounds. 2 for 2 shooting. And Parinas makes good on the bonus free throw. And he gets a steal here. Rich Montejo lays it up. Bounces out. But he gets the loose ball. And he loses the ball. Harvey Raimundo. Nice seal off there by... That is Namoro. $16-point lead for the Saints. Manzano gives it up to Montejo. Here's Montejo. Escobedo no good. And Drick Acosta will give up the foul so that he can be subbed out.
3 on St. Clair Saints. Substitution.
And substitution also here for the EAC Generals. Checking in are John Bautista and Rocky Iraham. And about to check in for St. Clair is Al John Loyola.
Stephen Textor.
And here's Hardinico getting that basket, keeping the Generals at bay. 3 is on the way, that's off, to say the least. Hardinico once again. Gets it to Manzano. Montejo, 8 seconds on their shot clock. 2-man game with Clint Manzano. Rich Montejo pulls up for the jumper. No. Rebound and put back. Oh, didn't get it up in time. So shot clock violation. One minute and 57 seconds of the fourth quarter. Iraham, no good on the 3. Rebound goes to Hardinico. Loyola getting a screen. Asking for another one. Goes inside and what's the call? That is traveling on Loyola. Here's Iraham. Harvey Raimundo asking for a foul. No, nothing given by our referees. Loyola attacks, gives it up to Manzano for the layup. Rebound battle. And Hardinico called for the foul. Harvey Raimundo at the line gets the first. And the EAC Generals were in the thick of it throughout the first half. But by the second half, the Saints tightened the screws both on offense and defense. Got things going. And off of 2 good shots from either side by Drick Acosta, they were able to build a bigger lead. Score is 69-53.
Substitution. 2 free throws for Joshua Talavera.
Joshua Talavera at the line for 2. Sorry, that was just 1 free throw. Gets it in. It's now a 17-point lead. And here is Escobedo. He will make the easy shot. Harvey Raimundo. Shot clock is off. Raimundo gets the basket and the foul. Coach Ginino telling his players, just put your hands up. No need to foul anymore. And Raimundo missing on the bonus free throw. And the Saints will hold on to this basketball. And they win 72-55, moving on to the semifinals. St. Clair Saints with a concerted effort, everyone contributing to this win. And the semifinals the semifinals cast has been determined throughout the games of today. As we take a look at the move of the game, the final score 72-55, 17-point win for the St. Clair Saints. And our player of the game, none other than Agent Zero, Justin Bautista, finishing with 11 points, 5 rebounds, 5 steals, no misses from the field, 4 out of 4. He is our player of the game. And so on behalf of the hard-working men and women of Nudge Plus and the National Developmental Sports League, as we take a look at Justin Bautista there, our player of the game. This has been the National Developmental Sports League. My name is Joel Parcon. We'll see you in the next games. Ayo-ayo mong tanan mga bay.